Good afternoon, ICF Orange County. This is Natalie Assen from the ICF Orange County, and we're so welcome to say hi to all of you, wishing you a happy new year, the start of 2016. And this is our first webinar for 2016, and we're so excited to start with a lot of energy to give all of you an amazing year. But before jumping into all of it, today the webinar is about to ICF or not to ICF. Learn why to say yes to the ICF. And our speaker for today will be Maggie Stern. And I will just go over some information first with all of you before handing the mic to her. So we have a lot of plans for 2016. And although we would like to share everything with you already, we can't and we will not. But we'll give you a heads up of all our exciting stuff to come. But the most important for now is that we want to have you register for our next event already. That's in February. And it will be February the 23rd of, so February 23rd, it will be a noon webinar again from 12 to 1. It's a free webinar. You can register already. Registration is open. You can do that through our website, Coaches of Orange County, and we're more than excited to have Bob Corbett with us. Bob Corbett is a PCC from Ernst & Young, and he will be talking about how to coach leaders in transition. It will be a fascinating, interesting topic, especially if you're in the corporate world, if you're working with leaders. So please register so that we can invite all of you to join us. Webinar 23rd of February. And it's a new year. So we have some exciting other stuff to share as well, but I'm more than excited that Janelle, who's on the call as well and part of our board, will introduce to you what the social media stuff is about. Janelle, you're on mute, so please unmute yourself.
Yes, so basically I came in about August and I started the social media just to kind of get us out there, and it's grown immensely since we started, so I'm super excited. We have here our Facebook, we have our Instagram, our LinkedIn, and then our Twitter. So guys, stay tuned and check out what we have. We also want to make sure that it's not just about what we're posting, but I want you guys to get involved as well. And if you guys see really interesting things regarding coaching or just some really cool testimonies or really anything that you'd like to share, please feel free to post on our sites, and let's get as connected as we can.
Okay, we have another way to connect with you. That's our website. Our website just contains all the info that you need to know, all the info about upcoming events. We have membership specialties. We have member in the spotlight sessions. So just go to our website to just get connected with us. And just remember that all the photos of past events will be uploaded as well. So just check if you're there on Coaches of Orange County. And then, of course, we have 6 people who are in charge of this year's program. We call each other ourselves the board of Orange County, of the ICF Orange County. On the board for 2016 is Candace York, who's responsible for our membership. We have Joanne Mastrangelo, who's our treasurer. We have Enrique Martinez, who's responsible for our amazing programs. We have me, myself, and I. I'm responsible for marketing. And Janelle, what are you doing?
And I'm the communications director, which is exactly what I was saying regarding social media and just making people feel special.
And before giving the mic to Maggie, because of course I won't forget her, she's our president and she's our speaker for today. I just wanted to let you know that our sessions today will be interactive. And if you're on the phone, unfortunately, I think it is impossible to be interactive with us. But if you're behind a computer, feel free to just jump in, chat with us, ask questions whenever. There is a chat button on the bottom of your screen. And yeah, I think it's time to know, Maggie, why we should say yes to the ICF. So Maggie, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Natalie and Janelle. What an amazing team we have here. I am super excited to finally deliver this to you. I've been sharing it with you for quite some time, the idea of what we were going to be delivering. And it's beyond exciting to me to just share with you why all of us are so engaged in this ICF chapter of ours. So we're going to do something a little different today. Natalie mentioned that if you're on your phone, you might not be able to participate in this. We've actually not been on the phone on one of our own webinars yet. So we are going to do some polling slides. So I wanted to, we've shown and told you a little bit about ourselves. We want to find out a little bit about you. So we're going to try some polls if we can. Oh, and just like technology, it's not going to work. So we're going to skip our polls today, but we're going to find ways to have you interact with us because we'd love to hear from you as though this were a live event. We know it's easier to get on the phone or on the computer, so we hope you can share with us on chat or Q&A or raise your hand or whatever way you can connect with us. So the one of the questions we wanted to know is, why are you attending today, and what is your current coaching status? So if you want to share that with us in the chat box or the Q&A, feel free to just jump out there and tell us, who are you, where are you calling from, and what's your interest in our webinar today? So one of the things I wanted to start with is a little bit of background on me, because this is all about me today. My background is about 20 years in corporate training and development, and I became a coach, certified coach, because like many of you probably feel like you're coaching, but you don't really know what to call it, and you're not feeling maybe prepared in having tools and techniques to deliver coaching in the way that, that it ought to be, I might say. So I have a bachelor's degree in English, hence the name of our topic today, Shakespeare-driven, and also a master's degree in organization leadership and organizational development. And I became a coach a number of years ago, certified coach, and instantly learned of ICF Global. Wasn't really sure what it was, so did some research on it and looked at it for quite a while before I actually got engaged, and finally showed up at a meeting. And I was delighted by what I saw. And I instantly talked to the president at that time and told him that I wanted to become more involved. And the rest is history. Basically, I've been involved with the board ever since. But why did I do that? Because I had been in corporate America for a long time and was always surrounded by people. And sometimes when you go to the coaching schools, they sell you on this concept of earning, 3-figure income with your jammies and your slippers on. It sounds really awesome. And then when you sit in your jammies and slippers in front of your computer or with your phone all day, you realize that you haven't really interacted with anyone. And coaching can get a bit lonely. So I wanted to re-engage with the community and my tribe, my peeps, as they say, people who knew how to talk my talk. And that's what we are. That's what ICF Orange County provides you, is a community, a peeps, your tribe, people that understand your questions and concerns and needs and desires and frustrations. And I think once you get involved, if you're not already, you will find that we are a welcoming and warm committee. We're like a family. I chuckled when Natalie said what we call each other. You wouldn't want to know what we call each other, but we do call ourselves the ICF board. But we have a heck of a lot of fun, and we've grown close together. So why might you want to become a member if you're not already?
Maggie,
Well, yeah, go ahead, Natalie.
shall we jump in? Because we have a lot of people chatting with us today.
I love it. Share what we're hearing.
So what I'm hearing here is, and I'll start with the last one because that is already a good driver for today for you.
Good.
It's Anna from Surf City, USA. She is an OD consultant, a PCC, and priority for 2016 is to expand her coaching practice. And she's trying to decide whether to become a member of ICF LA or ICF Orange County. So
I have a selling point on that for you, not to diss our sister chapter, but I'll sell you in a minute when I get there.
And shall I just share all the comments we have up to now?
Please.
Okay, so we have Mindy, and she's a certified health and wellness coach through Well Coaches, and she has heard several of them also hold the ICF certification. Then we have Laura and Carol, and they are new to coaching and are here today to make some connections. So awesome. Welcome to some newbies. We have Greta, or I would say Greta being Dutch, but it's probably Greta. She calls in from Orange County, do volunteer career coaching and coaching in transition for former staff, friends, and family. And everybody tells her to do this for a living. So that's already amazing. Then you have some then you have some good personality skills already. Mm-hmm. And we have Cliff. We all know Cliff. Cliff always is here, no camera.
Hi, Cliff. Good to have you. Thank you, Natalie. So please jump in, Natalie, when you see that and share with us. So people, we really want to, you're welcome, Cliff. I see that note. So the first thing is, for those of you who are uncertain about membership or membership with us, this whole thing is going to be about why you want to become a member. And I'm going to focus first on ICF Global and what that means and who they are. And then we're going to narrow it down to ICF OC. And I wanted to start with a quote that I found right off of the ICF Global website that I love. It says, membership is not only an investment into a coach's future, but it's an investment into the future of coaching. And I love that. And so part of, we all want this profession, this career path to flourish. And by making that investment, which is pretty inexpensive for the year, we help the future of coaching as well. So who is ICF Global, by the way? Their website is a little confusing. So if you've never been there, it's actually coachfederation.org. And I still have to look it up. I just put ICF Global in my Google search and find it. But there is a lot of information on that website that's available to you whether you're a member or not. Once you become a member, you can log in and get access to member-only information. But I wanted to share some interesting facts about ICF Global that we can actually post our membership fact sheet on our website later too. We can put that available to people. So it was actually founded only in 1995. So it's not that old. It's not as old as me. The ICF is the leading global organization which is dedicated to advancing the coaching profession. They have competition in areas outside of the US because it is indeed global, but there's not much competition here in the US in terms of accrediting or advancing organizations. In 1999, right after they started, there were 2,000, just a little over 2,000 members, and they were mostly based in North America. Now, as of October 2015, there are over 25,000 members, actually almost 26,000, in 136 countries. So when you join this organization, you're truly joining a global organization. There are 120 chapters, and interestingly enough, on this fact sheet, there are some chapters in the world where there's only one person. And I love that. But, you know, Kazakhstan, I think it was one of them. And so people in these remote countries are tied in, they're dialed in, and they're making it work in their small countries. And I think that's really cool. North America, which of course includes Canada, makes up 50% of ICF. In that membership of 26,000, there are almost 18,000 credentialed coaches. So not everyone who's a member is credentialed, which I found interesting. Out of the credentialed members, there are 63% that have an ACC. That's an Associated Certified Coach or Associate Certified Coach. 33% or 1/3 are professional certified coaches, which is the second level of certification, currently requiring, I think, 700 hours of coaching and an exam. Oral, I believe now, and written. And then only 4% are MCCs, which is a Master Certified Coach. Very small amount of Master Certified Coaches. And I'm delighted to say that we have a number of those in our chapter, people who have been around for many years and still support our chapter in multiple ways. So those are some facts, and we'll post that for you on our website. But what in the world does, yeah, please, go ahead.
We have a question, and I think it's a good question, and it relates to what you were just sharing with us.
Good.
Because Greta, she checked the website, and she said on the website, one of the membership criteria is hold a current ICF credential, ACC, PCC, or MCC.
Mm-hmm.
That conflicts with what you were just sharing. And she also says, can you clarify, please?
You know, that's an interesting point. I believe that what that might occur from is past credentialed coaches who maintain their membership but don't have their current certification. Because what's interesting is the last time I went to the global conference, they shared with us that one of their challenges is the higher level coaches don't always maintain their accreditation. Once they get established into coaching, they can drop their certification if they feel like they're comfortable, but that's a disadvantage to the rest of us. I do know there's an asterisk there next to my number in those 106 countries. So great question. Let me find out more, and we'll post information on our website. Thank you. Is that Greta?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. We'll make note of that.
Yeah.
Another question?
No, well, we do have 3 more comments.
Great.
From 3 different people. Do you want me to share it now or later?
Sure, let's do it. I love this.
Okay, so Kathy, she says, I'm an active executive coach. I live in San Diego. I have not been able to attend the chapter meetings due to another schedule conflict. So wanted to reconnect and learn more today and hope to attend in the future. I appreciate the opportunity. Well, Kathy, we very much appreciate you checking in with us, and we would more than invite you to join us. And we are looking into making it more easy for you to connect with us, because we do know it's a drive from San Diego. And so please keep connected, because we have amazing plans, I think, for this. And if you want to help, we always am open for extra help and extra hands.
Let me just throw in, Natalie, that one of our board members, Enrique, lives in San Diego.
True.
So we're looking at expanding out to that area with satellite or, carpools or something. So
maybe a van if we have more.
Yeah, super shuttle.
Then we have, I'm not sure if it's the same Kathy, but it's another Kathy maybe, or the same. I'm a PCC coach. I want to flourish. I have over 2,900 hours of coaching and have been PCC since 2008. I don't have a chat box screen, so I'm responding this way through the Q&A, which works perfectly. Thank you. Thank you all for being so interactive. We love it. Beverly has a master's in organizational development, which you can relate to, Maggie. Attended Strategy Institute for Coaching, and Newfield Network. I used to be an ICF member, then was traveling so much I couldn't stay involved. Love being involved with local ICF and realize it makes more sense to join again instead of paying fee each time. I couldn't agree more.
Awesome. Welcome back. And I love Strozzi Institute. Good for you. Any more, Natalie?
Oh yeah, sorry. There is another one. What is PCCP? So I think you need to maybe clarify again the MCC, PCC, and ACC, maybe if you want to.
Sure.
And then we have, okay, no, that's it. So maybe
Okay.
as far as for the newbies, a clarification on the titles.
Okay. And I did see a little flash up note that came up. Enrique says, go San Diego. So the credentials that I mentioned, maybe hard to hear, it's PCC. There is no P after that I'm aware of, but just PCC is Professional Certified Coach. That's the middle level of certification for coaching through ICF, and that requires 700 hours of substantial, verified coaching in order to apply for that. The ACC is the first level. That's an Associate Certified Coach. I believe that's currently 100 or 200 hours of coaching. And then the MCC is the Master Certified Coach. And I'm not close to that, but that's, Natalie, do you know how many hours? It's,
no, I need to check that as well, but it's
significant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's talk for a minute, and please keep the questions and comments coming. We love this. The other thing is, San Diego, welcome to our webinars. This is why we did this, and we love to be able to reach out this way. So what does ICF do for the coach community? What's the value that you get from that? Well, there's a variety of different things. So one of the things directly from Global is they said their goal is to advance the art, science, and practice of professional coaching. And I think that, is a good global statement. But basically what they provide for us is they set the standards for coaching because it's relatively new and it's somewhat undefined and people aren't really sure what coaching means. So they're helping to set the standards. They're providing that independent certification option, and they're helping to build this network of worldwide coaches. They have a variety of ways that they bring coaches together. And part of the reason I wanted to do this is because I am fully engaged in this as the president, as a member of the Western Regional Advisory Council for the coaching, and I had the benefit of attending a Global Leaders Forum in Atlanta last year in March. And I just was overwhelmed and astonished and grateful for all that it provided. So we join membership for things, and I know I'm guilty of this in other areas. We pay our membership fee and we don't even think to look at the website or what's available. We just pay it again the next year and don't take advantage of what is here. So this is our call to action for you is to, if you're a member, take advantage of it. And if you're not a member, join us and we'll help you figure out how. But they also provide CEUs or CCEUs, continuing education units, which are required for you to continue your certification. So we offer that to you as well, and we have paths to ensure that you get all that you need in the course of a year or 3 years for your recertification. They also provide support. So if you need help with something, we're here, they're here for us. They have a registry, which I'm going to tell you more about, where you can put your name and information to be sought out as a coach. They do research and surveys. And while we were preparing, Natalie said, hey, I just got invited to another ICF survey. So they survey the global community in a variety of ways and then provide us the information back. So we have access to data in the coaching world. So those reports are available. They also do awards, which is kind of cool. I'm like Martin Luther King here. I have a dream that our ICF OC chapter could actually win one of those awards one day, and I think we absolutely could. And then on top of that, they provide discounts. So once you're a member, you get discounted prices, as one of our participants today noted. It's cheaper to attend events in a variety of ways, whether they're virtual or live, or even their online training, if you are a member. And then the last piece I have here is the Global for the Coach community provides you a magazine. There's Coaching World magazine that you can take part in. Now, what I want to do next is break down the information as to how it applies, whether you're coach curious, whether you're a new coach, or whether you're an experienced and advanced coach. They're all different levels of things that are available to you. Let me take a break, though, and see, Natalie, do we have any more questions or comments at this point?
No, at this point, not. I do want to add a little, because, for instance, Maggie was talking about the credit units that you will gain for attending our meetings, but also our webinars. And this webinar will give you 1 CCEU. So to renew your membership or your certification, you have to have, I think, 40 credit units over 3 years of time. So at least all the webinars will, if we make it work, and that's part of our goal, of course, to have it work for you, is to provide you with those CCUs.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Okay, so I just saw a note from Cliff pop up too about, don't forget to mention the option for malpractice insurance that's available from ICF Global. And for those of you that are practicing professional coaches, critically important to have that available, even if it's just a safety net underneath you. We actually had a presentation, I think 2 or 3 months ago, on a webinar about the legal requirements for coaching. And so discounts on that, as well as a company that knows how to provide the right insurance for coaching. So thanks, Cliff. All right, so for the coach curious, those folks who are just interested, it's our phrase that we kind of stole from our LA chapter past president. I love the term. People come and say they're just curious about coaching. So number 1 is networking. You get to learn and ask questions from people who are in this field. There's also a website, and for those of you that are on the phone or driving, don't write this down, but you know, if you want to take a note, we can provide this information on our website as well. But there is a website called becomeA.coach. It's like become a coach, but it's becomeA.coach. And that is a site that provides you from ICF all of the information about training programs for becoming a coach. There's also ICF Training Program Search Service. So when you go on the ICF Global website, if you're curious about how or where to get training, go check out their search service, because every place that you're going to see on there is some place that has a relationship with ICF Global, and you can move into your certification more easily from one of those programs. And the last thing I mentioned is that there's Coaching World magazine, and this is available whether you're a member or not. You can read it at icfcoachingworld.com. So icfcoachingworld.com that's a magazine that you can access if you're just curious about coaching. So the next category is for people who are relatively new in coaching. And of course, all of these apply cumulatively. If you're an experienced coach, you can still read Coaching Magazine, and you can still look at, take advantage of the networking. In addition to those, for new coaches, there is credibility for you through the Code of Ethics, that they have a whole ethics committee that's designed specifically to address those legislative and ethical concerns, and provide information to us about how to operate safely and fairly. There's also an ICF member directory. So once you're a member, you can see who else is a member on anyone who chooses to make their profile public. One of the newest things that they've just done, and I'm pretty excited about this, if you're a new coach and you're looking to get clients, and who isn't when you're new, they have, this is right on the homepage of the ICF Global site right now, but it's researchportal.coachfederation.org. And this is a certified coach finder. What this means is that they've created a directory that's easy to navigate and is designed to allow people, corporations, people looking for coaches, people who are coaching and are curious about coaching and want to talk to someone else. It allows people to connect with you, and you as the coach have access to your profile, and you can create your own information so that you can be easily identified and contacted by people who are looking to hire a coach or navigate that directory. So it's brand new. It just came out in January. I'm sure there'll be more to it as time goes by, but that is outside of the member directory. This is a way for people to actually find coaches, which I think is pretty cool. Fourth piece for new coaches is there's something called peer coaching. Now this has a small fee that goes along with it, but if you're, as new coaches, you're looking to get hours. And one of the ways that you can do this is you can register right now for the first 6 months of 2016, and they will pair you with one of 3,000 other coaches on their site who are interested in reciprocal peer coaching. So you can take advantage of mentor coaching or peer coaching on ICF Global level. So if you're looking to get hours and you want coaching and you want to learn from someone else, you can sign up. ACCs are paired with ACCs, PCCs with, the like, and MCCs as well. So that's actually valuable for MCCs too if they wanted to continue to grow and learn. So that is available right now. You can sign up for that if you're a brand new coach and you're certified.
Maggie.
Yes.
Can I think it's maybe good to share. I did that.
Oh, cool.
I just want to share with the people who are listening. Even it's good to get the hours in, but it's also really good to get the experience in. Because what happens is you will be coached by somebody else, and you'll coach. So you'll have a coachee, and you'll be a coach. And not everybody that you'll be coaching went through the same program. And that is, like, for me, was one of the most valuable things, to learn from others and to give to others. And you can select whether you want to work with Europeans, with Americans, in a Spanish speaking community. So you can really open your eyes to different perspectives and different teaching perspectives that people went through.
So you can actually get someone who's not in our country?
Yes, you can decide. There are like, I don't even know how many, but there are different options to choose from, whether you want to work only with people in North America or with people in Asia, for instance.
Wow.
And just broaden your perspective on people, one, but also on different coaching methodologies that people use. And it's in a way even cool to be coached by somebody who's either a total business coach or maybe a coach on a very different topic. So it's just very cool and eye-opening.
Okay, cool. I didn't know you had done that. Thank you for sharing that, Natalie. That's awesome. So,
and we have a question about it.
Oh, good.
What is the link for the peer coaching?
That is, I have a link on here. Great question. It's right on the ICF Global website. And if you're a member, sign in. But if you're not a member, I don't know if you'd be able to take advantage of it. But what you want to do is just do a search for peer coaching. So you can just that's the term that they use, peer coaching, PEER coaching, and it'll bring it right up for you. And if you know already, Natalie, feel free to share that. But
yeah.
Okay. Great question. obviously we have a lot to post on our website for folks. So I like this. We always wonder, what should we put out there? So this is a good way to learn. Oh, it looks like somebody's found it.
Oh.
Coachfederation.org. What does that say? Oh, it's pretty big. Members.
I'll copy it and I'll
Okay.
send it by text. But
Okay.
but everybody's of course interested.
Yeah. Thank you, Natalie. So
It's,
while you're working on posting that, do you want to read it?
maybe you can read it, Maggie, because then everybody knows also the people who are not on the screen.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so it's coachfederation.org, as we said the website is. Then it's /members /landing, LANDING, .CFM, Charlie Frank Michael, with a question mark, and then item number equals 860. Maybe we can share that with all the viewers in the chat. But let me read it again real quickly. http://coachfederation.org /members /landing.cfm question mark item number =860. It's a great program. So feel free to, look at the website and learn more about that. Or also, if you can't figure out the website, contact one of the board members. We would be happy to help you navigate. We could even do a Zoom meeting with you so we can meet you face to face.
Maggie, this brings me to another question, if you're okay.
Please.
Because this is actually what Susan asked us. She has started her certification with ICF. She has completed some training, and now she needs some review of where she is in the process and what are the steps to move forward. It was a bit confusing, and then she got busy. Who to talk to get some help and some clarity.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, Susan, if you go to our website, all the board members are on. You can always contact one of us or Maggie herself.
Mm-hmm.
And I think our information is there. You can always send an email to our email address, which is, Maggie?
Good question. Gosh, if Candace were here, she'd know. icfglobal.com@gmail.com. ICF. You know what? We have a phone number on our website too.
Yeah. You can find it on our website. It's coachesoforangecounty.com. And the contact info is there. Sorry.
And actually, you can do president@coachesoforangecounty.com or treasurer@coachesoforangecounty.com or marketing@coachesoforangecounty. So our title with our email address. All right. See, we don't contact ourselves this way, so we don't know. We obviously need some help here. So I'm going to continue now with how ICF can help new coaches. So there's a big list here, but I'm just going to run through it quickly. So again, discounted products and services. And what I mean by that is there is a whole list of business partners that are posted on ICF Global that, like the liability insurance, you can find people who understand and are connected to the coaching business and offer a discount. I'll share with you this Zoom tool that we're using today. Our chapter got a 10% discount on our membership because they have partnered with ICF Global. So if you wanted a Zoom account to do webinars on your own and you're a member, you can get the same thing. There is continued professional development. There's endless information on the ICF website on for professional development. And I'm going to tell you what some of those specifically are. There's actually a business development series that's starting soon, and you can get access to that. That's a purchase, but you get a discount. And then you also, as a member, can get access to that as a recording. If you can't attend the series itself, they offer it down the road at a greater discount, and you watch the videos. So it's live and on demand, depending on how you want to sign up for it. There are RSCs, they call them. Those are regional service centers. And we at ICF OC have a regional service center manager Kristen Kelly, and she is available for us for our questions. So we ask her a lot, and you can too. You get assistance with regulatory needs like ethical guidelines. There is the reciprocal peer coaching we just talked about. There's a member toolkit. So if you need to do marketing on your website, on your business cards, on your promotions and flyers, on your webinars, you get a member toolkit to help you do your marketing. And that allows you, of course, to use and display the ICF logo on your materials. I'm embarrassed to tell you that I don't even have that on mine. Like crazy, right? Like this is there, take advantage of it. When I get my next business cards, you can be sure it's going to be on there. There are coaching FAQs. So if you have questions about coaching, just simply access the FAQs. And then there's International Coaching Week, which is always in the month of May. And you can take advantage of, actually you don't even have to be a member for that, but you get a discount on it. And that's a week that all of the chapters across the world are doing a special event. And we're planning some special events for our May International Coaching Week this year. So that's for newer coaches, and that isn't even a complete list. I had to limit what I was sharing with you today not to overwhelm you. Natalie, any reason to stop, or should I go on to experienced coaches?
There's one question about the marketing materials, where to obtain them.
The best thing to do on the ICF Global site is and I do this constantly, when you need something, go in and you do a search in their search box. It's incredibly valuable, but if we have a minute at the end, I actually could I don't know if people are on the phone or if they're viewing it, but we can go look on the website itself if we have time at the end, all right? And then I can show people how to navigate through that. But just go on coachfederation.org and put a search in the top. Literally, I do this constantly because I use their website a lot. And not just as president, I use it as a coach, which is why I want to share all this with all of you. Anything else, Natalie, or should I go on?
Continue, yeah.
Okay, thanks. So for more experienced coaches, you can contribute to the ICF blog. They're looking for people to write on their blog. So if you want to be a published coach, you could actually be published on the ICF website, which is kind of cool. You get recorded sessions. So you can get your CCEUs through a virtual library of available information. So past presentations are available through you. There's also an event calendar that if you feel like you've exhausted what resources are available to you in your local area, or you're not interested that month but want to learn, there's an event calendar that posts everything. Every chapter who's posting is available on there. So if you're traveling, you can visit another city. You can also take advantage of webinars. And I'll share with you, as the Western Regional Advisory Council, I get emails all the time for other webinars that are happening, both free and expensive, or expensive with a cost. We post those on our website as well. So we've made a space on our Coaches of Orange County website to identify for you what other local chapters or regional chapters are doing, especially when it's free. So check out our other chapter link. And for experienced coaching, there are some new things that are happening in the coaching world. You may have heard about mentoring and supervision. So coaching, mentoring, and coaching supervision is specifically for the more experienced coaches. And there are some certification programs available for that. So if you want to be a coaching supervisor, you can learn what that means. And basically, in this case, mentoring and supervising are similar. But if you're an experienced coach and you maybe want someone to help you, maybe you've fallen into a rut with your coaching, or you want someone to give you really honest feedback and act as your supervisor, or someone that you can say, gosh, every time I speak to this one client, I get triggered and I just don't know what to do about it. That's the type of service that's available both to the experienced coach and for the experienced coach who's wanting to give that to someone else. This is for everyone as well, probably more interesting to the more experienced coach, but there are global conferences. The global conferences have free pre-webinars. Last year, I watched 3 amazing free webinars on presence-based coaching from Doug Silsby. Never would have known about him, never would have known about the topic, but those were free, trying to entice people to go to the global conference. I didn't go to the global conference, but I got a huge advantage on those pre-webinars. And then I got on people's websites and got more information from them as well. There's also, of course, an opportunity to serve in volunteer leadership roles. All of the volunteers on the ICF Global panel or board are volunteers. Very few people get on the ICF Global payroll. And so there's opportunity to serve as a board member on the global community if you wanted to reach up that high. You could even go not just locally, but globally. And then finally, those discounts. So members receive discounts on global conferences, and there's an event that's happening again this year called ICF Advance. And so, you know, the more experienced coaches are looking for higher level skill set and information and trending. And that's where you can find that kind of information. So my last little category is for chapter leaders. We love being chapter leaders, which is why we're doing it again for a second year. And actually, I think this is my 3rd year now, because I was treasurer and then president and president again. There are resources for chapter leaders. So I have a chapter resource library that's available to me as a chapter leader, and the Global Leaders Forum. So ICF Global is bringing all of the leaders from the community together. They're paying for one person in each chapter to come together to meet again this year in North Carolina, I believe, in March. These kinds of events are so enlightening, so helpful, and we're going to send a representative from our chapter in March. And if you wanted to participate in any level as a leader, even if it's informal, I really encourage you to reach out and let one of us know. I got to share with you that sometimes I'll attend events and I'll think, boy, I'd like to get involved, but you feel uncomfortable or not certain, or the board seems like they're really connected and you don't want to break into that, or you feel you're not sure about that. Don't feel that way with us. We would love to have you. We are open to ideas if you're interested in being an informal or formal chapter leader. The last thing about chapter leaders is, of course, you get staff support from all of the other global community and regional connections. So as a leader in one of your chapters or a chapter, there's even an additional level of support. So I'm going to stop, take a breath, and check in with you, Natalie, and see if we have anything else to answer or respond to.
Yes, we do have a question. The question is as follows. Are there different levels of membership? Little confused. Do you become an ICF Global member and then just go to your local chapter, or do you have to join both? This is a very good question, Mindy. And this depends from chapter to chapter, but I'll give Maggie the opportunity to answer it.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie. It's almost like we paid Mindy to say that, because that's exactly where we're going, is, who is ICF OC or Orange County? And I'm going to answer that right in 1 second, but I just want to say, I don't even know how long this chapter's been in existence, but I want to take a moment and thank all of our previous leaders for getting us to this place, because I know it's been around for at least 10 years and more. So membership with ICF Orange County is a lot less expensive than ICF membership with LA. So that's my selling point on why ICF OC has an advantage. When you join ICF Global, you simply identify Orange County as your local chapter, and you are now a member of us. So that's how you can become a member of ICF Orange County. Now, if you wanted to take advantage of the discount that we offer our members, but are not certified or a member of ICF Global, we also offer an affiliate membership option so that you can become an affiliate member, but you don't have your ICF Global certification. So that is available on our site. There's information about that on our Coaches of Orange County site. And it is, we have our membership board member, Candace, who can help you with that if you're interested or curious. Now, one of the things that I want to share too is we have taken your membership money, for those of you that are members, and we've invested it in this kind of technology for you. So you are able to attend this webinar today for free. And a lot of the other chapters are doing what is the teleconference. So you can just dial in with your phone and you can't see anyone. We really wanted to take it to the next level and be innovative and a little risky and take advantage of technology and make these live webinars where you see a face and you can see a screen available to you. So right now, I believe that the reason that ICF LA wants to has an additional fee is to pay for all of the webinars and things that are available. Now, we may end up down the road having to add a fee onto this, but right now we want to just give back to our membership. And what happens with LA is, and they're the only ones I really know much about, LA makes their calls, their teleconferences available for free, but then if you want CEUs, then you have to pay a small fee. So right now ours are free and you get your CEUs, and we want to try and keep that open as long as we can for you. Natalie, anything to add on that?
No, I love Mindy's reaction. She says, I love being able to see you too.
Okay, awesome. Well,
and we do have a question. I see one popping up, but I do want to be mindful of the time. It's 12:52, but the question is, how do we access free webinars for the global conference you mentioned?
So the free, so what the free webinars for global conferences this is where you want to get onto ICF Global website and make sure that you're at least on their sign-in. When they have a global conference, they'll let you know by email. And then in order to, I don't know when the next one is, but it's probably in the fall. They'll have another global conference and they'll try and encourage you to attend by providing some sort of tickler webinars. But we will try and post all that information on our website too. So if you're not already on our website, go to our website page and do contact us and sign up to get our emails. We have like 800 people on our email list, but we only have about 140 members right now. So you can easily get our information if you'd like, and we'll try and make that information available. Hopefully that answered that question. So I want to talk specifically now about a little bit more about OC and who we are. Of course, we're Orange County, but there is no San Diego County chapter. So we really embrace our Riverside, Inland Empire and San Diego partners as well. And we want to reach out to them in more ways. So what we are going to be doing for 2016, we're super excited. We actually met in November. We took over a Panera Bread table for a number of hours and did a strategic planning session for, I think it was a Saturday or Sunday, for about 7 hours. And we planned what we want to do for 2016. And what we have basically narrowed it down to is we want to continue to provide webinars. We're going to do live events once a quarter, and that's it. So face-to-face, live once a quarter. And then we're going to do a big event, hopefully for our coaching week. But it boils down to three things. We said, what do our members want? We know they want three things. They want connection, they want clients, and they want CEUs. So everything that we do is going to be focused on providing those three things to you. And we love alliteration, right? So coaching, connection, and CEUs. And we're going to do our best to provide those three things to you. We also have WHW, which is Women Helping Women. Last fall, we started a partnership with another nonprofit, and we're providing free coaching to their client base, which are people who are underemployed or unemployed, working to get back into the work world. We're going to do another round of that, and I'm proud and happy to admit that many of our MCCs who probably have very successful coaching businesses and get paid a lot of money volunteered to participate in that, and it's heartwarming. So that is just amazing. Oh, and then we have a chapter spotlight where we highlight one of our chapter members. So that could be you, but stay tuned for more information about what's happening on our website and for 2016. And the last thing I'm going to say here is we need you. We want you. We love you. Come participate with us. I had the pleasure of going to Africa a couple of years ago, and as I was sitting in the Johannesburg airport, I looked up and there was a sign there that's an African proverb that said, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We want you together with us because we don't want to go fast, we want to go far. So come be a part of our board, informal, formal, whatever way. We are totally open to your ideas, needs, and contributions, creativity, ingenuity, and authenticity. We love having our connection with you and invite you to be a part of us. And my last note, of course, is Natalie told you about our webinar in February. Bob Corbett, if you're doing a executive coaching or leadership coaching, he's a PCC, Professional Certified Coach with Ernst & Young, 20 years of experience with a BA in psychology and an MS in organizational development. So we have 3 minutes left. Questions, comments, Natalie?
Yes, it's a good question from Mindy. Does the local chapter have live meetings or just webinars? So shall I answer that one, Maggie?
Please do. You're our marketing girl.
So Mindy, yes, we have it all. We started off only with live events. Since last year, we added webinars to the mix because not everybody is able to attend our live meetings. And this year we'll have live meetings, smaller, bigger, and webinars. And we also have social events. So I think we really try to mix it up to provide everything that we feel you need, which is caught in the 3 C's. To mention it again, to connect, to find clients, and to just learn. And that means content through CCUs. So yes, we provide them all, and check our website. And I just wanted to say, we have a really nice thank you note from somebody who says, your information is extremely helpful, especially the resources available via ICF Global. Signing up for the peer coaching for marketing materials, exploring malpractice resources, and you've ticketed off quite a bit of my to-do list. Thank you. So
yay! Awesome. That's so good to hear. And we have a minute left, so if you have a thought about was this valuable? On a scale of 1 to 5, it was going to be one of our polling questions that didn't work. But let us know, 5 being really valuable and 1 being, yeah, I wasted my lunch and wish I had a burger instead. Let us know what you thought of today's information. And please reach out to any of our board members. We are always available to help you, even though we don't know our email addresses. Just go to the website and find us. You can probably Google any of us, and we'd love to hear more from you always. And use our phone number if you can't find email.
And Maggie, I only see fives coming up, so you did an excellent job. But the one big question,
you did an excellent job.
But there's one big question still. How do we get the CCUs? So I'll answer that for you guys. If you registered, and you did, otherwise you wouldn't be on, we will send the CCUs, the certification to you. So you can find it in your inbox, I think, by tonight. If not, if you didn't get it by the end of the week, contact us. But I'm pretty sure that Candace, our membership director, will have it sent to you within 24 hours.
Yeah, that's a good point, Natalie. Thank you for the question. For those of you that dialed in and didn't use your computer, sometimes we don't get your email. All we get is your phone number. So if you're on by a phone number right now and you want the CEU, make sure and email us your phone number and that you were here, because we want to make sure you get the CEU if we don't have your email address. We usually send out a survey, and then with the survey you get your CEUs. So even if you don't fill out our survey, we'll still give you the CEU, but we love to hear your feedback because we're here to continue to grow. And it's January. If one of your goals is to get more involved, we would love, love, love to have you. I don't care what capacity and how you can help, but we have a million ways you can help us. So come be a part of a big, awesome team.
Well, I want to end with that as well, because we have Susan who reacts, thank you so much, love how approachable you are. And that is our team. So, we said it once before, it feels like family. We want to help each other. We want to help this chapter. We want to serve, but we want to grow. And so just reach out to us, really. We need to do this together.
Yeah, awesome. Any other questions? It looks like we're all set. Are we all caught up? Awesome. And it's 2 minutes after. We did pretty well. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous rest of your January, and we'll see you back here in February for our next webinar. Bye-bye for now. Thanks, Cliff.